Okay, good morning. Welcome to your beginner flow. My name is Candy. We're going to wait a few minutes so I can post it live, and then we're going to be good to go. If you need to get a block, grab a block, or if you don't have a block, grab a big book and meet me on your mat with a towel and water. So it's going to be a nice slow flow this morning. I'm going to wait a few more minutes to give a chance for people to jump on if they want to. Few more minutes and then we're good to go. Okay, we are good to go. So let's get started laying all the way down on our mats in Shavasana. So take up as much room as you like. Starfish out wide. Option to take your feet to the outer edges of your mat and knock your knees inward. Take your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your lower belly. Start to ground yourself a little bit more. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Audible exhale through your mouth. 2 more, just like that. Deepest breath in through your nose. Feel your belly rise with air. Audible exhale through your mouth. 1 more. Seal your lips. Start to begin your Ujjayi breathing, your breath of fire. It kind of sounds like waves. You're going to constrict the back of your throat to bring some heat in your body. Remember, if you ever need to cool off during today's flow, option to take child's pose or down dog. Or remember, come back to your breath. Focus on your inhales. Iron out your exhales. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Maybe setting your intention for class. Feel your heart beating in your left hand, the rise and the fall of your belly in your right. Slowly start to bring movement back into your body. Flicker open your eyes. Reach your hands to the back of your mat. Point your toes to the front. Take a nice good morning stretch. Maybe get a yawn in. Bring both knees into your chest. Tee out your arms. Roll your legs to the left side of the mat, pushing them up as close to your left armpit as you can. Gaze to the right. Try to pin both shoulders down on the mat. If your right one's hovering, take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, try to ground it down. Twist a little more. Nice little supine twist. 2 more rounds of breath on this side. Come back to center. Stay for a round of breath. On your exhale, drop your legs to the right side of the mat, pushing them up as close to your right armpit as you can. Gaze to the left. Remember, let your exhales get you deeper in this stretch. One more round of breath. Come back to center. Cross your ankles. Rock and roll the length of your spine 2 to 3 times until you make your way into a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over knees. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cows whenever you're ready. So make sure everything's stacked on top of each other. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round your spine. Try to push the floor away. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale, round your spine. Try to gaze at your belly button. Do a few more rounds on your own. Get as fluid as you like. Maybe you start wagging your hips from side to side. Maybe you make circles with your wrists. Maybe flip your fingers back to face your knees. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Come back to center. We're going to thread the needle. Right hand comes up high. Weave it under your left. Bring your right ear down to the mat. Keep your left palm where it is, or maybe reach for the top of your mat. Push your right fingertips into the floor. Try to spiral your chest to the ceiling. Left palm comes back to the mat. Right hand comes up high. Ground it down. 1 round of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away. Back to a neutral position. Left hand comes up high. Weave it under your right, bringing your left ear down to the mat. Remember, try to do whatever you did on the other side. If your right palm stayed where it is, keep it there. If you reach for the top of your mat, try to reach for the top of your mat on this side. But whatever you do, push your left fingertips into the floor. Spiral your chest to the ceiling. So gaze underneath your right armpit. Last round of breath. Right palm comes back to the mat. Left hand comes up high. Round it down. 1 round of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine. Back to neutral position. Extend your right leg to the back of your mat, dialing your hip down and flexing your foot. Left hand comes to the top of your mat, like you're going to shake someone's hand. Engage your core so you're not dumping down. So lift up high. Deep breath in. On your exhale, crunch together, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, 2 more. Lengthen it out, crunch it together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch, lengthen it out. Drop it down to the mat. Switch out sides. Left foot extends to the back of your mat. Right hand comes to the top. Engage your core so you're not dumping down. Deep breath in. On your exhale, crunch together. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, 2 more. Lengthen it out. Crunch it together. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Lengthen. Drop everything down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Make your way into your first down dog. I've got cat hair all over the place. So we're in our down dog. Walking your dog out, bending one knee, straightening the other. Anything you need to do to settle into your first down dog. Spread your fingertips really wide. Try to push your chest to your thighs. If you have tight hamstrings like I do, have a generous bend in your knees so that your chest can come closer to your thighs. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels down. 1 more. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Separate your feet, hip width distance apart. Deep bend in your knees. Grab onto opposite elbows and hang like a rag doll. So crown of the head comes as low to the mat as you can. Stay still or maybe find some movement, swaying side to side. Take it slow. Don't rush. Slow movements. Just enjoy this nice, juicy little stretch. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Hands come back to the mat. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Gaze and hands come with you. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. We're going to come down to knees, chest, chin. If you have full chaturanga in your practice, go for it. If you're not comfortable with going with full chaturanga, drop down to your knees. Come halfway down, squeezing your elbows into your ribs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, strong rise up, gaze and hands come with you. Oh no, you can't see me, so you're in mountain still. There you go. Inhale, mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Knees, chest, chin. So lower down to your knees. Come halfway down. Gaze at the top of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Awesome job. Deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, strong rise up. Gaze and hands come with you. Dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. We're going to drop down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Awesome job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Knees, chest, chin. Come halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Sorry, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Flow through your vinyasa. I'm having camera difficulties right now. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Right leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to open your hips. Hip circles, one direction, then flip it to the other direction. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms, warrior two. Spiral open, so your left foot's going to be parallel to the back of your mat. 90-degree bend in your front knee. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Gaze down your pointer finger. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Left hand come to your back thigh. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Option to bring your forearm to your upper thigh or hover above the mat. So if you're a beginner, bring your forearm to your thigh. One more round of breath. Use your core to bring you back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your right to your left. Downward facing dog. Left hand comes up, left foot comes up high. Bend at your knee to open your hips. Hip circles one direction, then change directions. Go the opposite direction. Feeling all kinds of tongue-tied today. Back to a three-legged dog. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms, warrior two. Spiral open, sink it down low. Make sure you're tucking your tailbone. Active arms. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Bring your forearm to your thigh or hover. Try to gaze at your top hand, so don't look down. One more round of breath. Use your core to bring you back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your left to your right. Downward facing dog. Awesome job. Deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Remember, this is your practice. I'm just your guide. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Right leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to open your hips. Hip circles. Maybe try flipping your dog this time. But go as slow as you can. Lift your hips high, knock your head back. One more round of breath wherever you are. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Warrior two. Spiral open, sink it down low. Make sure you have active fingertips. 2 more rounds of breath. Every exhale, sink a little bit lower in your bending knee. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Gaze at your top hand. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your right to your left. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes up high. Bend at your knee. Hip circles, or try flipping your dog on this side. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms, warrior two. Spiral open, sinking down low. Awesome job, guys. I can't see you, but I know you're doing awesome. Last round of breath. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down, bringing your forearm to your thigh, gazing at your top hand, keeping the bend in your left knee. Use your core to bring you back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your left to your right. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back, flow through your own vinyasa. So whatever you want to do, full chaturanga or straight to down dog. Right leg comes up high. Bend at your knee. Hip circles. Maybe you're ready to flip your dog now. Or maybe you want to try wild thing. Straightening your left leg. Right's going to be a 90-degree. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Back to a warrior two. Deep breath in through your nose. Hands to mat. Step your right to your left. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to open your hips. Hip circles or flipping your dog now. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Warrior two. Spiral open, sink it down. Reverse warrior. Flip your palm, gaze up. Keeping the bend in your left knee. Extend that side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Back to a warrior two. Deep breath. Hands to mat. Step your left to your right. Downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees. Take a child's pose. I do like to cue breaks in my class, but remember, take as many as you like. Respect your body. Some days I don't like to take breaks. Other days I take all the breaks. So know your limits. Everyone doing good? I can't believe my camera's getting all freaking crazy today. So I hope y'all can see me. So we're in a child's pose for a few more rounds of breath. Grab your towel, grab some water if you need to towel off for a minute. So in your child's pose, take deep breaths in through your nose, audible exhales through your mouth. Try to release some of that heat that we're building up. Slowly rise back up to a tabletop position whenever you're ready. We're going to add in a few chaturangas now. Option to take full chaturanga if it's in your practice, or drop down to your knees, come halfway down. So I'll be alternating doing full chaturangas and coming halfway down to show you both versions. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your palms. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Modified crescent. Both hands come up high. Make sure your knees stacked over your ankle. Relax your shoulders. 2 more rounds of breath. Active fingertips. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows to your kidneys. Gaze up. Inhale, center. Deep breath in. Easy twist. Open arm twist to the right. Gazing over the right shoulder. So reaching in opposite directions. Exalted warrior. Right palm down, left palm up. Easy twist. Plant your left palm down next to your right foot. Right hand comes up high. So make sure your right knee doesn't come out. Pull it into your chest. 1 more round of breath. Both hands come down to frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes, slowly lifting up. High crescent. Whenever you're ready, hands come up high, squaring your hips to the center of the room, keeping the bend in your right knee. We're here for 2 more rounds of breath. Relax your shoulders. Last deep breath in. Spiral open, warrior two. Tucking your tailbone, gaze down your pointer finger. 2 rounds of breath. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat. So hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat, having an upward facing dog in your chest. Hopefully you can still see me. Yes, okay. Doesn't matter how low you go, just as long as you still feel the stretch. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your right foot. Standing splits. Launch off your back foot, dialing your hip down. 2 rounds of breath. Every exhale, try to lift your heel a little bit higher. Make sure you're dialing your hips down. Last round of breath. So you're going to bring your left foot on the outer edge of your right foot. So pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands to the left side of the mat, unraveling your feet. Walking to a plank pose. Come halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. So now we're facing the back of our mat. Gonna do the left side. Left leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your palms. Drop your back knee down. Modified crescent. Untuck your back toes. Both hands coming up high. Sink a little bit more in your bending knee. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows to your kidneys. Inhale, center. Deep breath in. Open arm twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Make sure you have active fingertips. Exalted warrior, left palm down, right palm up. Easy twist. Plant your right palm next to your left foot. Left hand coming up high, pulling your left knee into your chest. Last round of breath. Both hands come down to the mat. Tuck your back toes, high crescent. Whenever you're ready, slowly rise up. Sinking a little bit more in your bending knee. One more deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. Spiral open, warrior two. Tucking your tailbone, reaching in opposite directions. Last round of breath. Hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat. Bending into your right knee. Have an upward facing dog in your chest. 2 rounds of breath. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top of your mat. Standing splits. Launch off your right foot, dialing your hips down. Can you still see me? Good. Remember, every exhale, try to reach your heel a little bit higher. One more round of breath. So right foot comes behind the left foot. Pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slowly unwind your feet, walking back to a high plank. Drop down to your knees. Come halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Awesome job, guys. Let's do that again. Right leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your palms. Modified crescent. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Last round of breath. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows to your kidneys. Inhale, center. Deep breath in. Open arm twist to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Reaching in opposite directions. Exalted warrior, tick-tock down, right palm down, left palm up. Easy twist. Plant your left palm down. Right hand comes up high, pulling your right knee into your chest. One more round of breath. Both hands come down to frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes. High crescent. So make sure your feet are planted and ready before you rise up. 2 rounds of breath here. Remember, every exhale, try to sink a little bit lower. Squeeze that left booty cheek. Spiral open, warrior two. Tucking your tailbone, engaging your core. Hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat. So bending into your left knee, upward facing dog in your chest. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your right foot. Standing splits. Launch off your back foot, dialing your hip down. Option to do handstand hops if it's in your practice. If not, stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. Try to lift your left foot up as high as you can. Left foot steps behind your right, so pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, unwinding your feet, walking your hands to a high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your palms. Drop your back knee down. Modified crescent. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows to your kidneys. Inhale, center. Deep breath in. Open arm twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Exalted warrior, left palm down, right palm up. Easy twist. Plant your right palm down, left hand comes up high. Both hands come down to frame your left foot. Tuck your back toes, high crescent. Slowly rise up. Remember, 2 rounds of breath. If you feel your hips opening up to the right side, bring your hands to your hips and square them back to the center of the room. So these are your headlights, and you want them pointed to the back of the room. Spiral open, warrior 2. Keeping the bend in your left knee. Last round of breath. Hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat, bending into your right knee. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the back of your mat, framing your left foot. Standing splits. Launch off your back foot, dialing your hips down. Handstand hops on this side, or if you just want to stand here and try to get your right foot a little bit higher. Right foot comes behind the left, so pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Unwinding your feet, walking back to a high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Drop down to your knees, take a child's pose. Last cued break, so take advantage of it. If you need to grab a sip of water, grab a sip of water. Need a towel off, get that towel. Y'all are doing awesome. Remember, in your child's pose, take deep breaths in through your nose, audible exhales through your mouth. Try to release some of that heat that we're building up. So we're going to do 1 more round, but on this last round, we're going to go 1 breath to 1 movement. It's going to be a little bit quicker. If it's too quick for you, remember, go at your own pace. 3 more rounds of breath in your child's pose. Slowly come back to a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up high, planted in the middle of your palms, modified crescent. Dropping your back knee down, untuck your toes.
Deep breath in. Open arm twist to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Exalted warrior, right palm down, left palm up. Easy twist. Plant your left palm right next to your right foot. Right hand comes up high, pulling your right knee into your chest. Both hands come down to frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes, high crescent. Strong rise up, sinking down low. Deep breath in. Spiral open, warrior two. Hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat, bending into your left knee. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your right foot, standing splits. Launch off your back foot. Deep breath in. Left foot comes to meet your right. Pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Unwinding your feet, walking to a high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your palms. Modified crescent. Drop your back knee down. Deep breath in. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows to your kidneys. Inhale, center. Deep breath in. Open arm twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Exalted warrior, left palm down, right palm up. Easy twist. Right palm comes down to your left foot. Left hand comes up high. Both hands come down to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes, high crescent. Deep breath in. On your exhale, spiral open, warrior two. Hands heart center. Side yogi squat to the back of your mat, bending into your right knee. One round of breath. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the back of your mat. Standing splits. Launch off your right foot, dialing your hips down. Right foot comes to meet your left, so pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Unwinding your feet, walking to a high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Awesome job. We're going to come into a lizard lunge. Right leg comes up high. Plant it on the outside of your right palm. Drop your back knee down. Stay up on your palms or come down to your forearms. But just like the beginning of class, begin to deepen your breath, taking deep breaths in through your nose, sighing it out of your mouth. We hold so many emotions in our hips. It's good to do at least one hip opener pose at least once a day. Make sure you're pulling your right knee close to your right armpit. So don't let it flail out unless you're in crooked monkey. Slowly come back to your palms if you're not already there. Tuck your back toes. Swing your right leg back up, bend at your knee. Hip circles. When you're done, switch sides. Ground your right foot down. Left foot comes up high. Plant it on the outside of your left palm, dropping your back knee down. Option to drop down to your forearms or stay up on your palms. Usually one side's a little bit more open than the other. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Make sure your chin is not tucked into your chest. So pull your chin away from your chest so that you can breathe. 2 more rounds of breath here. Tuck your back toes. Swing your left leg back up, bending at your knee. Hip circles. When you're done, ground both feet down on the mat. Drop down to your knees. Swing your legs out in front of you however you want to get there, crisscross style. So you're at the top of your mat, crisscross. I'm going to turn to y'all so you can see me. Inhale your hands above your head. Twisting to the right. Plant your right palm directly behind you. Left hand comes to your right knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Try to gaze over your right shoulder. Last little bit of detox to wring our bodies out. Inhale back to center. Switching to the left side. Left palm plants directly behind you. Right palm comes to your left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Sit up as tall as you can. Inhale back to center. Forward fold. My ankle was hurting. Doesn't matter how low you go. If you feel your booty coming up off the mat, press it back down. Slowly roll back up, extending both legs out to the top of your mat. Hands come out too. Slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Last little bit of core work. The last thing that'll hit your mat will be your head. Plant your feet onto the mat, close enough so you can graze the back of your feet with your fingertips. We're going to come up for 2 bridge poses. So whenever you're ready, plant your palms into the mat. Slowly lifting up, tucking your tailbone. We're here for 3 rounds of breath. If you have your block handy with you, stick it in between your thighs and squeeze it together. If not, try to squeeze your legs together like you're holding a block. Last round of breath. Slowly roll all the way down. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Drop them to the right, drop them to the left. Back to center. Last bridge. Plant your hands next to you. Slowly rise up, tucking your tailbone. 3 rounds of breath. Make sure you can still wiggle your toes. Squeeze that booty cheek. Roll all the way down. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Come back to center, bringing both knees into your chest. Full happy baby, grabbing onto the razor blade edges of your feet and pulling down, or your calves, whichever is accessible to you. This is one of my favorite poses. Sometimes I'll just lay in bed and do it. It sounds weird, but it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable doing these slow poses in your bed, especially before you go to bed or once you wake up. Maybe find some movement, rocking side to side or bending one leg, straightening the other. So you can feel that nice stretch still. Bring both knees back into your chest. Bring your forehead into your chest and give yourself the biggest hug. Think of something that you're grateful for. Something, someone, someplace. Whenever you have your grateful thing, explode into Shavasana, taking up as much room as you like. Starfishing out wide. Palms down for grounding, palms up for receiving energy. Shut down your eyes. Begin to deepen your breath. Adjust your clothes, wipe the sweat away. Get any of those little movements out before you settle in. So try to take these last few moments of class for your mind. Try to give it peace. With all this chaos and things going on around us, we really need those few extra moments just to calm our mind down. Nothing to worry about, nothing to do. Just be here on your mat. Let your eyes roll to the back of your head. Release any tension that you have in your forehead. Relax your shoulders. Every exhale, try to sink deeper into your mat. If your mind's beginning to wander, oh, I've got to go to the laundry later, or I've got to go to the grocery store later, bring it back to your breath. Count your inhales, count your exhales. If you're ready to get on with your day, slowly start to bring movement back into your body, wiggling your toes, folding your ankles, rubbing each fingertip with your thumb. Roll your wrists. Rock your head from side to side. Reach your hands to the back of your mat. Point your toes to the top. Last good morning stretch. Bringing both knees into your chest, rolling onto your favorite side of the mat, using your bottom hand as a cradle. Fetal pose is the sign of rebirth, starting a new blank page to your own chapter book. Remember that you can always come back to your mat and press this reset button to start your new blank page to your chapter book. Doesn't matter how many times a day. Whenever you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position with your eyes still closed. Bring your hands heart center. Sit up as tall as you can. Push your thumbs into your chest into your thumbs. Feel your heart beating. You are alive, you are here, and you are well. Cherish every moment that you have here. The light, the love in me truly honors and respects the light, the love in y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me this morning. And so I say namaste. Thank y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm so sorry for all those camera difficulties. Ah! Bye.